What's not to love about the Surf Coast Shire? I might be biased, but I think we live in the best spot in all of Victoria. As we get ready for another memorable summer, enjoying our amazing beaches and bushland, it's really important we all take time to prepare for one of our community's biggest risks, bushfire. Bushfire is a significant risk across the Australian landscape. And for us on the Surf Coast, many places we live, work and spend time are at extreme risk from bushfire. Importantly, many locations are not easy to leave quickly in an emergency situation, so we all need to prepare. Whether you're a local or here for the weekend, planning ahead is vital, and the Council is here to help. This series of short videos will help you to find the best information on bushfire planning, know how to assess your risk, and build your community support network. In a bushfire situation, many people expect emergency services to save them. However, this just isn't realistic, so we all need to make good decisions and know what we'll do to protect ourselves in an emergency. My name is Nick, and I've been part of the emergency management team at Surf Coast Shire for over 7 years. Since the turn of the last century, there's been an uncontrolled fire somewhere in the Victorian landscape in roughly 9 out of every 10 years. Because we know bushfires will happen, this video focuses on how you and your loved ones can assess bushfire risk in your area. Before we get into the detail, don't worry, any useful links or documents that I talk about are in the video description below. Every region is unique, and the townships that make up our shire are no different. Whether you're in the grasslands in Moriac or Winchelsea, or in the forest like Aries or Lorne, you live in a very different landscape to say here in Torquay. Each landscape has its own risks, and each needs an individualised plan. But what's the same for all of us is that our approach to planning starts in the same way, with a bird's eye view. First, look at where your township sits in the landscape. Take some time to think about and assess the landscape surrounding your town. Here's where Google Maps can be very useful. Map your exit routes. What are the best ways to leave? Make sure you identify a few options. Assume traffic is chaotic, because it will be. Can you tell which direction is north or south? Shifts in wind direction can change fire conditions in seconds, and emergency warnings often reference compass points. Will you know how to act on these emergency warnings to stay safe? Our best plans include a number of what ifs and give us options. What if that road is blocked? What if I need to get petrol? What if the kids are at the grandparents'? Think about all the possibilities. Once you have a feel for this bird's eye view of your area, let's focus in on the town in more detail. To quickly assess if your property is in a high bushfire risk area, check if it's in a Bushfire Management Overlay. Instructions for this can be found in the links below. Now, back to Google Maps. Take a closer look at your town. Have another look at your exit routes this time in more detail. Remember, you may not be at home when you decide to leave, so think about a few different options. Do you plan to stay and defend? That's not an option to be taken lightly. You need to be physically and mentally prepared, and you need specialist equipment. What's your plan if plan A and plan B fails? Do you know where the place of last resort is? How well do you know your neighbours? Are there people you know that are only around on certain days? Who may need some extra assistance? I want to share with you two important but incorrect assumptions about escaping a bushfire situation. Things many people will think will help, but don't. First, if a fire starts, I'll just head off then. Unfortunately, during a bushfire, access and emergency evacuation can be extremely fraught. They can be very difficult in some parts of our region, and fleeing in the face of fire is an extremely risky proposition. Now, you know what the traffic's like on a Saturday morning down at the shops. Imagine these roads during a bushfire. Limited ways out. Traffic's close to a standstill. Now it's dark, and it's smoky, and there's been a car accident. So, we need to be prepared. Secondly, some people think, well, we'll head to the beach. It's an okay refuge option. Sure, it's an option, but it's not a great one. It can be dangerous and scary. Think about the footage of people on the beach in Malakuta during the Black Summer fires. It's not a happy place to be, and being trapped on the beach may leave you with lasting emotional impacts. Try and avoid it and give your loved ones peace of mind that you're safe elsewhere. This is the Bushfire Survival Planning Template. It's produced by the CFA. It's a great way to help you do some detailed bushfire planning. For example, now you've thought about your surrounding area and your town in detail, Print out the template and put it on the fridge for your family, and add your findings and options. There are some prompts on pages 6 and 8. You can find further information on bushfire planning on the council website and from the CFA. Know your risk. This video focuses on environmental factors, but personal factors also affect your risk. Things like medical and mobility issues, or the needs of your family and other dependents. Plan ahead, stay connected, stay informed, and stay safe. Remember, you are responsible for your safety and the safety of your loved ones this bushfire season.